Hi everyone. So cousin Ronnie from Houston had a special request. He wanted Fideo. So I don't use bone-in chicken. I have in here two leg thighs, chicken leg thighs. Dark meat. I like dark meat. And I seasoned it with salt and pepper, a little bit of cumin, and a little bit of garlic powder. I only have like less than a teaspoon of oil in there. And I'm going to let it get brown. I'm going to let it cook through. And then I'm going to take it out, put it in this bowl, and then rinse this pot out and brown my Fideo in here, and I'll show you that part. I just don't want to have a lot of bowls laying around. As for the Fideo, this is the brand I choose to use. You can also use this brand. I mean, you can use whatever brand you want, right? But I don't like the big yellow box of Q&Q, whatever that stuff's called. I just don't like it. It gets too puffy, and I just don't like it. So this is what I choose to use, and you can buy them anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay. Chicken's ready. I put it into a bowl. I'm gonna add a little oil here. I gave it a quick rinse, but because it's nonstick, it cleans up really easy. Adding a little oil, and now I'm gonna add the Fideo. I'm adding 2 of these packages, and it's gonna come all the way up to the top. But while that's already hot, you need to make sure that you can see enough oil all over the Fideo, but just enough. Don't do too much oil. Now to this, I will add, oh, my bench scraper, sorry. Pan's not all the way hot yet, so I'm gonna add half a white onion, and excuse me because I'm having to put my arms around the camera, which is weird. There goes an onion. About half of a bell pepper. And then I once saw someone, back when I was working at the hospital in McAllen, I once saw this lady put, you know what, I need to add more oil because of the vegetables I just added. Anyway, I saw somebody add celery, and it tasted good. I kind of freaked out. And she says, no, that's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. And I went, oh, okay. So I don't do it all the time, but, and you don't have to. You can omit that part if it's not something that you're going to like. But I like it. And Shorty likes it. He says his mom used to do that, but I don't remember her doing that. All right, I'm going to brown this a little bit, and then I'm going to add the chicken and bring it up to a boil. I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know if y'all saw that time that I made rice, and I told y'all about grinding up your cumin and your garlic and your peppercorns. This container is 3 leveled tablespoons of cumin, 1 tablespoon of peppercorns, and 6 huge garlic cloves. I ground them all down in a molcajete, put them in here, topped it with a little vegetable oil, and then I can use this. I'll have it, and it stays good for like 2 weeks or so. So I'm using 2 tablespoons of that mixture, and that's what gives it that grandma flavor. As soon as this stuff hits the pan, you get that stuff in the air, and it takes you back, and it's so comforting, that smell. I added 1 tomato, by the way. I slivered it, but it was out of camera range, so. All right, that's it. It's ready to go. Now I'm gonna add, because I'm not gonna use tomato sauce, I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of the Knorr tomato bouillon. Let me add the chicken with all of its juices. Wow. That smell going up in the air. So good. All right. The fideo has toasted enough. I don't like to brown it too much. So, that's ready. I've got some water getting hot up here. That should have been boiling, but it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's usually boiling by now. I'm going to bring it up to a boil. I'm going to add more water up to about here. You know, fideo isn't, it isn't like rice. We always measure our rice. For every 1 cup rice, 2 cups water. But fideo, you kind of use your eye. So, I'm going to get some more water nice and hot, and I'm going to raise it up to about here. Cilantro, I like a lot. Well, that's not even a lot. It's going to wither down to nothing. But you use as much as you like. My family can handle it. So once I get that water in here, that's when you got to taste it. You got to, okay, I don't have time to do it boil, and I'm just going to add it in here. My water's usually hot, sorry. I'm rushing it. Here is where, this is the important part. You need to taste it right now, because if it doesn't have enough salt, if it doesn't have enough whatever, or if you added too much bouillon, here's where you can fix it. Just a little more pepper. And I mean, honestly, it's good. It's good. It tastes perfect just like that. When you're done, we're going to cook it up. We're going to bring it to a boil, and I'm not going to cover it. When it comes to a boil, I'll show you what I do. Okay, it has come to a rolling boil, and I can look at it now. I mean, this fideo cooks so fast. It's so thin. It still needs about 2 more minutes or so. I'm going to cover it like this. Not all the way. If you cover it all the way, it's going to get too spongy. But actually, you know, I'll just do what I usually do. I turn off the heat. It's still boiling. What's left of the heat is going to finish cooking it. I mean, this will be ready to eat in like 5 minutes. So I'll serve a bowl in just a bit. Fideo's done. Any of the vegetables that I added that you don't want to add, I mean, don't add them. Add what you like to add. But it's done. That's fideo. If you have any questions or if I left something out, just ask me. Bye.